What's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. Alright, man. Real talk, man. Alright, man. I'm going to break down some more Floyd Mayweather talk, man. Because like I said, man, after talking to barbershop conversations, man, he really didn't convince me that this possibly may be the end. Look, man, I got to keep this 100. I talked to the homie 7-8, man, and we came in agreement. We don't want to see this shit with Floyd no more. I don't want to see no more of this Brent Favre, Michael Jordan shit, man. Stop fucking coming back. Don't fight anymore, man. You just banked $300 million, man. Stop testing your luck, dude. Because eventually, if you try to keep coming back, man, you know what I'm saying? You gonna crap out. Okay? 50-0, man. You done made almost $1 billion, dude, in fight purses. Okay? If not $1 billion. You say you done made a lot of investment, so you basically pretty much a billionaire. Dude, stop it. Don't let your greed get the best of you. You know? And after talking to Fred, you know, from barbershop conversation, y'all know Fred is close with Floyd Mayweather. He said he saw the look in Floyd's eyes that Floyd is truly done, and I think that's good. It's good for all of us. For the Floyd Mayweather fans, it's good for boxing. Because at the end of the day, man, it's time for Floyd to pass the mantle. You know, pass the torch, whatever you want to call it, man, because Floyd been carrying boxing for the last, like, 10 years. But the problem is, who's going to take over for Floyd? Who's going to fill that void? For real. Who's going to fill that void? I see two particular people that have the potential to do it. Look, unfortunately, Andre Ward is 33 years old. Andre Ward possibly only got 1 or 2 more fights left in him. Andre Ward, I can tell Andre Ward is not going to be around much longer. Now, Andre Ward, as far as I'm concerned, he's pound-for-pound fighter. But unfortunately, Andre Ward, you know, basically when Floyd did retire, Andre Ward, you know, people didn't want to give Andre Ward his just due. And Andre Ward had to beat Sergey Kovalev twice to get it. And there's people that still refuse to anoint him pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and he is. Until Andre Ward loses a fight, he's pound-for-pound, and once again, it ain't that motherfucker Lomachenko. I think you're an idiot when you say Lomachenko is a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter when he already got a loss. Fucking Crawford got more knockouts than fucking Lomachenko got fights. Him and Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. How the fuck is he better than all 3 of those dudes? And none of them dudes did lost the fight. It's just ridiculous, and we already know what this shit is all about. I can say this much about the black and brown. We should all be appalled that they trying to put Lomachenko ahead of Canelo, all those dudes. Mikey Garcia, dudes that have either 1 loss and 40 plus fights, versus a dude that got 10 fights and already has a loss. It's just total bullshit. Now, I want to say, as far as the mantle go, you know, as far as, and yes, I'm gonna put this in a category. As far as the brothers go, I see 2 particular dudes that could take that void that Floyd has left. Whether we like Floyd or hate him, Floyd was very important to boxing. I don't care about the coon shit. I don't care about that. I don't care about that right now. I'm talking about Floyd the boxer. And he's going to leave a void. And you have to wonder who's going to carry the torch. And I see 2 particular dudes. It's either out of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. And eventually, those 2 dudes, whether it be 2 years from now or 3 years from now or 2.5 years from now, they're on a collision course. More than likely, those dudes are going to have to fight for the #1 spot possibly in all of boxing. or at least as the top black fighter. Yes, I'm putting them in a category. I don't care about what you non-blacks have to think. Like I said, this black people shit, stay the fuck out of it. Once again, stay in your envelope. I'm just keeping it 100. They're on a collision course. They're going to eventually have to fight. Like I said, you have to ask, who's going to take over for Floyd? The problem is, I don't see the charisma in Crawford or Spence. Look, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't when you black. People will sit up there and say, oh, you too arrogant. You too arrogant, and I don't like how arrogant this dude is. Don't tell us how good you is. Let us tell you. You know, that come from white people. Like, I need a white person to tell me how good I am. So basically, this goes to show you the arrogance and the white supremacist attitude that a lot of white people have. So basically, I'm not shit unless a white person tell me. That take nerve to say that shit. Real talk. I'm just kicking some science, man. This shit gotta be said, man. I told you, man, I ain't worried about making motherfuckers mad. So, it's like, if you, like Floyd Mayweather, he talks too much, he's too arrogant, then all of a sudden, they say they don't want to hear that shit. But then, if you quiet and going about your business and you just fight, then they say, well, he needs to show a little bit more. He needs to be a little bit more vocal. You just can't win. But real talk, people like the arrogant black fighter. They really do. They like to hear the brass talking. They love to hear that shit. They try to act like they don't like it, but they really do. Because they like to hear that shit, because they like the swag and the confidence that black people have and the charisma we have. So, that's what it really comes down to. So, what I'm saying is, man, who's going to fill those shoes, man, that Floyd is leaving? Who going to try them on? And as I said before, I'm really finna start going at these fighters. In particularly these black fighters. They gonna have to be held accountable, man. These dudes gonna have to start fighting each other, man. I don't want to hear this shit about we not looking at these dudes and shit. Cause like I said, that shit Kenny Porter pulled was total bullshit. And he has to be called on that shit. So let me get this straight. You saying you not thinking about Errol Spence, but you want to fight Danny Garcia, who has no belt at this time. All we thinking about is Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Okay, the belt shit, you kind of had that argument with Keith Thurman because he got the belts, but then you say you don't care about the IBF. But then, what belt do Danny Garcia got? See, the thing is, people feel like this. Nobody is going to, let Errol Spence basically, capture the stature as possibly #1 pound for pound via them. And I think that's bullshit. So I don't want to hear this shit about Floyd not fighting black fighters when you got some of these black fighters that don't want to fight certain black fighters. So at the end of the day, I see a lot of hypocrisy. I just see it. And this shit gotta stop, man. And Al Heyman, he really gonna have to start digging into these dudes, man, and stop letting them get away with this shit. I'm taking these dudes to task because they need to be called out. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about who's gonna fill the shoes in the future of boxing, man. I'm out.